Hello students, welcome to All for C-Learning. This is session 81. In previous session we was discussed that methods of preparation of carbonyl compounds including aromatic aldehydes and aromatic ketones. In this session we are going to discuss physical properties and chemical reactivity of carbonyl compounds. Let us discuss physical properties of carbonyl compounds. Physical state. In aldehyde family, first member is formaldehyde. Only formaldehyde exists as gas. Formaldehyde is colorless gas with pungent smell. That means colorless gas with pungent smell, only formaldehyde. Almost all aldehydes are having pungent smell, but only formaldehyde is gas. Remaining all are liquids. So except formaldehyde, remaining lower aldehydes are colorless liquids with unpleasant odor. Colorless liquids with unpleasant odor. That means all aldehydes are unpleasant first of all. Only formaldehyde is gas, remaining all are lower aldehydes are liquids. Now, when you come to ketone, lower ketones are colorless liquids but odor, pleasant odor. Lower ketones are colorless liquids and pleasant odor. Aldehydes unpleasant odor. Formaldehyde pungent smell. As you know, formaldehyde we are using under the trade name of formalin. 40% of formaldehyde is called formalin, which is used to store specimens. And boiling point. Boiling point of carbonyl compounds are greater than corresponding hydrocarbons, means they are having nearly same molecular weight. Same molecular weight containing, nearly same molecular weight containing hydrocarbons. Compared to that, carbonyl compounds have more boiling point. Why? In case of hydrocarbons, there is no more dipole-dipole interactions in between hydrocarbon molecules. Only one forces, that is London dispersion forces or van der Waals forces only exist. And beyond of that, no other forces. As we know, CH bond is not that much covalent and CC bond also not. CH bond is not that much ionic, that is covalent, and CC bond also covalent. Means in case of hydrocarbons, only CC and CH bonds exist, and the CC and CH bond, they are all covalent, they are not ionic. That means they do not have that much polar, and here the electronegative difference between carbon and hydrogen also very less. That's why not that much polar. So here only forces which are responsible for boiling point is van der Waals forces. Whereas in case of carbonyl compounds, what happened here, C double bond O group is there. Since the presence of C double bond O group, as we know, oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. Oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. Then it pulls pi electrons towards itself. It can pull pi electrons towards itself. That means resultant this here, oxygen bears partial negative charge and the carbon is going to bear partial positive charge. That means in case of carbonyl compounds, dipoles exist. That means in between two carbonyl compound molecules, dipole-dipole interactions are possible. Because of dipole-dipole interactions which are very strong compared to van der Waals forces. Compared to van der Waals forces, dipole-dipole interactions are strong, means more. Because of this reason, boiling point of carbonyl compounds is more than corresponding hydrocarbons which are having nearly same size. But carbonyl compounds boiling point is less than alcohols. In case of alcohols, as we know, in between alcohol molecules hydrogen bonding exists. In between alcohol molecules hydrogen bonding exists. And intermolecular forces order, if you observe, hydrogen bond is greater than dipole-dipole interactions. Dipole-dipole is greater than van der Waals forces. Since hydrogen bond is more strong compared to dipole-dipole and dipole-dipole interactions are more strong compared to van der Waals forces, here it is very clear. Compare hydrocarbons which are having only van der Waals forces, their boiling point is less, and dipole-dipole interactions which consist carbonyl compounds, relatively compared to hydrocarbons, carbonyl compounds boiling point is more because of dipole-dipole interactions. Compared to carbonyl compounds, alcohols are having hydrogen bonding which is more strong. That's why alcohol's boiling point is more than carbonyl compounds. So all these, if you compare alcohols, carbonyl compounds and hydrocarbons which are having nearly same molecular mass, then we can give boiling point order. Alcohols, for alcohols greater than carbonyl compounds greater than hydrocarbons. Because of alcohols, here hydrogen bond is responsible, for carbonyl compounds dipole-dipole interaction responsible, and for van der Waals forces only, in hydrocarbons only van der Waals force is responsible. Because of that reason we are getting this order. And boiling point of ketones is slightly greater than aldehydes. Boiling point of ketones is slightly greater than aldehydes. Why? Because here, as I mentioned, these pi electrons are shifted towards oxygen. Resultant partial positive charge and partial negative charge develop. In case of aldehydes, we are having R C double bond OH. In case of ketones, we are having R C double bond O, R general formula. That means, as you know very well, alkyl groups are electron releasing groups. In other words, plus I groups. Because of plus I nature of alkyl group, what happened? They are pushing pi electrons towards itself. They are pushing pi electrons towards oxygen side, and here more negative charge and more positive charge you are getting. But in case of ketones, such plus I groups 2 are there. 2 alkyl groups are there, plus I groups. Such plus I groups 2 are there. Because of presence of 2 plus I groups, here more pushing of these pi electrons and more negative charge and more positive charge. That means simply we can say, in case of ketones, because of presence of electron releasing groups are plus I groups, because of presence of electron releasing groups are plus I groups, what happened? Dipole moment is more. That's why ketones dipole moment is high, and compared to this one, aldehydes dipole moment is less. Because of more dipole moment, more dipole interactions exist, and because of less dipole moment, less dipole interactions exist. That's why, because of more dipole interactions, ketones are slightly more boiling points. Ketones have slightly more boiling point than aldehydes. In case of ketones, boiling point is slightly more than aldehydes. Benzaldehyde, benzaldehyde, pH C double bond OH, and acetophenone, pH C double bond OCH3. Out of these two, acetophenone boiling point is more. Benzaldehyde, very well, steam distilled around 450 Kelvin, benzaldehyde, and around 470 odd acetophenone. Compared to benzaldehyde, acetophenone boiling point is more, because of acetophenone is ketone and this one is aldehyde. Means not only aliphatic, even in case of aromatic aldehydes also the same means similar property is going to maintain. Means ketones are having more boiling point than aldehydes. Now solubility, as just now we discussed here, because of carbonyl compounds, C double bond O group, pi electrons are shifted towards more alternative oxygen, resultant dipoles are created. Because of dipoles, here their solubility in water is more compared to hydrocarbons. Which do not have any dipole interactions, carbonyl compounds have more dipole interactions. Now, because of these dipole interactions, they are able to form hydrogen bond. With water molecules. That's why lower carbonyl compounds. Lower means up to 5 carbon atoms. So lower members are soluble in water. Lower member means up to 5 carbon atoms. Carbonyl compounds which consist up to 5 carbon atoms are soluble in water. Because of they are able to form hydrogen bond with water, and basically water molecule consists dipole interactions, and along with that carbonyl compounds also. Here this carbonyl group oxygen and water molecule hydrogen, in between these two interactions exist. Because of this one, hydrogen bond formation takes place in between ketone and water molecule, or aldehyde and water molecule, but such phenomena we can notice up to 5 carbon atoms only. After 5 carbon atoms, means with increase in number of carbon atoms, means with increase in molecular weight of carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds with increase in number of carbon atoms, with increase in molecular weight, solubility in water decreases gradually. With increase in molecular mass, solubility decreases gradually. Why solubility decreases gradually here? Alkyl group, which is a non-polar, with increase in non-polar and solubility in water gradually decreases. Solubility in water gradually decreases. Compared to aliphatic aldehydes or ketones, aromatic aldehydes, aromatic carbonyl compounds, solubility in water is less. Compared to aliphatic carbonyl compounds, aromatic carbonyl compounds solubility is very less. Reason? Because of in aromatic compounds, benzene ring will be there. That benzene ring is non-polar. Being a non-polar, its solubility in water obviously decreases. In case of aliphatic carbonyl compounds, means aliphatic aldehydes or aliphatic ketones, what happen? Only alkyl group, that is not that much bulky. Whereas in case of aromatic, benzene ring, which has more molecular mass, at the same time which is non-polar. Because of that reason, the solubility in water is less. Let us see reactivity. Reactivity of carbonyl compounds. Reactivity of carbonyl compounds. Here, carbonyl compounds being polar, carbonyl carbon is going to acquire partial positive charge, and oxygen is going to acquire partial negative charge. So because of this polar nature, carbonyl compounds are more reactive compared to hydrocarbons. Carbonyl compounds are more reactive. Reactivity of carbonyl groups mainly depends upon two factors. One is inductive effect, another one is steric effect. So how this inductive effect and steric effect influences reactivity, let us see. In case of carbonyl compounds, because of presence of C double bond O group here, across this carbonyl group, addition reaction takes place. Across C double bond O group, addition reaction takes place. Since for addition reaction, because of these electrons are shifted towards oxygen, here it gets negative charge, here it gets positive charge, and here the groups are any species which attach to this carbon, whether groups or atoms, whatever it may be, which attach to carbonyl carbon, if they increases positive charge, then towards addition reaction, this carbonyl compound is more reactive. So those carbonyl compounds in which carbonyl carbon is attached to electron withdrawing groups, in general electron withdrawing groups. So here electron pulling groups enhances positive charge upon carbonyl carbon, whereas electron releasing group compensates the positive charge which appear upon carbonyl carbon. So here two things. Plus I groups or electron releasing groups decreases the positive charge upon carbonyl carbon. Because of decrease in positive charge upon carbonyl carbon, reactivity decreases. And electron withdrawing groups are minus I groups which attach to carbonyl carbon. They enhances or they increases positive charge upon carbonyl carbon. Resultant reactivity increases. Now let us see, if we consider aldehydes, formaldehyde HC double bond OH and acetaldehyde CH3 double bond OH. Here formaldehyde, acetaldehyde or any other aldehyde, and acetone, if we consider these three, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and acetone. See here carbonyl carbon is attached to hydrogen. These hydrogens are neither electron releasing nor electron withdrawing. That means they do not show any plus I or minus I effect. That's why here whatever the positive charge appears upon this carbonyl carbon, it remains as such. Means they are not going to enhance the positive charge, which are hydrogen atoms do not enhance the positive charge upon carbonyl carbon. At the same time, hydrogen atoms do not compensate the positive charge upon carbonyl carbon. And let's come to acetaldehyde. In acetaldehyde or any other aldehyde, here Methyl group is plus I group. Because of plus I group of methyl, here electron releasing group. Because of electron releasing group, what happens here? It releases or it pushes bonded pair of electron towards carbonyl carbon. Resultant positive charge which is present upon carbonyl carbon decreases. That means here the positive charge which appear upon carbonyl carbon will be suppressed by plus I group of methyl. And at the other end again hydrogen is there. So because this hydrogen as usual, it is neither releasing nor withdrawing. Neither releasing nor withdrawing. But in this case methyl group is electron releasing. So compared to formaldehyde, here you can say in other aldehydes, compared to formaldehyde, in acetaldehyde, in case of acetaldehyde, what happened here? Here positive charge density upon this carbonyl carbon less. Because of less positive charge density upon carbonyl carbon, here nucleophiles may not attack that much more. That means compared to formaldehyde, acetaldehyde reactivity is less. Now let's come to acetone. In case of acetone, two methyl groups are there. Both methyl groups are electron releasing groups. Both methyl groups are electron releasing groups. Means this one is plus I and this one also plus I. Because of both plus I groups, here the positive charge which appeared upon this carbonyl carbon further decrease. The positive charge density will be compensated by two electron releasing groups. Because of presence of two electron releasing groups, positive charge upon carbonyl carbon suppressed or reduced. Because of this reason, here reactivity of acetone is less. That means formaldehyde, reactivity of formaldehyde is more than aldehydes. Formaldehyde is more than remaining aldehydes, and aldehydes is greater than ketones. Now, let us consider aldehydes, acetaldehyde and propanaldehyde. Out of these two, which one is more reactive? Out of these two, which one is more reactive? Again, same strategy here also we need to check. Here methyl group plus I group, here ethyl group also plus I group. Methyl group, both are plus I groups. Out of these two, plus I means electron releasing nature increases with increase in number of carbon atoms. So more the number of carbon atoms, more the plus I group. More the number of carbon atoms, more the plus I group. Here, what happened? More plus I means more tendency to release electrons. That means more compensate the positive charge. And here compared to ethyl methyl less plus I, then the positive charge which appears upon carbon less compensated. That means it is very clear acetaldehyde is more reactive than propanaldehyde. That means in case of aldehydes or ketones, whatever it may be, with increase in number of carbon atoms of alkyl group, plus I group nature, plus I nature means electron releasing tendency increases. Because of electron releasing nature increases, we can say here positive charge will be more compensated. Now let us consider ketones, methyl ketone, dimethyl ketone and diethyl ketone. Dimethyl ketone and diethyl ketone. Here, in case of dimethyl ketone, two methyl groups, and in case of diethyl ketone, two ethyl groups are there. Compared to ethyl plus I means electron releasing nature is more. Because of ethyl, electron releasing group nature is more. We are more compensate the positive charge. That means diethyl ketone is less reactive compared to dimethyl ketone. Diethyl ketone is less reactive compared to dimethyl ketone. Now, okay, fine. When we are having electron releasing groups, reactivity of carbonyl compounds decreases. Now I used to consider one is acetaldehyde in which CH3 C double bond OH. Another one is chloral in which carbon is attached to 3 chlorine atoms. So here, because of this C double bond O group, pi electrons are shifted towards oxygen. Here oxygen acquires partial negative charge, carbon acquires partial positive charge, right? And this methyl group, what we discussed, it is plus I group. Because of plus I group, here what happened? Positive charge upon carbonyl carbon decreases. Positive charge which appears upon carbonyl carbon decreases. Now, in this case, chloral or trichloroacetaldehyde. In this case, chlorine because of electron withdrawing nature, or moreover here 3 chlorine atoms are there. 3 chlorine atoms means more number of minus I groups. These chlorine are minus I groups. Here more the minus I groups, we can say more the electron withdrawing nature, here because of these pi electrons are shifted towards more alternative oxygen, here positive charge this carbon gets, and that positive charge density enhances, or increases furthermore because of 3 electron withdrawing groups. That means here it is very clear acetaldehyde is less reactive compared to chloral. And 1 chlorine, so let us consider CH3CHO and ClCH2CHO, Cl2CHCHO and Cl3CCHO. So acetaldehyde, monochloroacetaldehyde, dichloroacetaldehyde and trichloroacetaldehyde. When we compare these three, here reactivity of acetaldehyde is less and monochloroacetaldehyde is more compared to acetaldehyde because of 1 minus I group, and wherever here methyl group is plus I group, and here whenever 2 chlorines are there, 2 minus I groups are there, and here 3 chlorine atoms, means more the electron withdrawing groups upon alpha carbon. That carbon what we call functional carbon, and carbon what we call alpha carbon. More the reactivity, more the number of electron withdrawing groups, more the reactivity. Now, if one aldehyde consists nitro group C double bond OH, another aldehyde consists chlorine C double bond OH. Which aldehyde is more reactive here? So nitro group is strong electron withdrawing group. Minus I tendency of NO2 group is more compared to Cl. That's why order of reactivity of alpha nitroacetaldehyde is greater than alpha chloroacetaldehyde. That we can say. And here, with increasing distance, for example, 3 carbon containing aldehyde is there, C double bond OH and CH3, CH2, CH, Cl, C double bond OH, CH3, CH, Cl, CH2, C double bond OH and CH2, Cl, CH2, CH2, C double bond OH. Here again, same concept. Here there is no electron withdrawing groups, moreover three carbon atoms are there, alkyl group consists, that's why strong electron releasing. So here it compensates more the positive charge which appear upon carbonyl carbon. Whereas in this case alpha chloro means chlorine is attached to alpha position, that's why its influence is more. Further, what happened? Positive charge upon this carbon increases, and in this case beta chloro little bit distance increases, and here in this case gamma chloro means distance further increases. Let us assign 1, 2, 3 and 4. So order of reactivity, whose reactivity is more? Here second one reactivity is more than, third one is more than, fourth one than first one, because of in second, third and fourth all these 3 compound consists only 1 chlorine, but in second that chlorine is located at alpha carbon, and in third chlorine is located at beta carbon, and in fourth chlorine is located at gamma carbon. So in this case what happened? Alpha more influence than beta than gamma. As we know, inductive effect depends upon distance. With increase in the distance, its influence gradually decreases, and in the first compound there is no more electron withdrawing group. That's why order of reactivity of carbonyl compounds, we are getting second greater than, third greater than, fourth greater than 1. All these because of inductive effect. Simply plus I groups decreases reactivity of carbonyl compounds, and minus I groups increases reactivity of carbonyl compounds. And next one is steric effect. Here, if you observe steric effect, in case of formaldehyde, here carbonyl carbon base positive charge. Now nucleophile has to approach. Basically, nucleophile is an electron-rich species. Either it may possess a negative charge or it may be neutral. Whatever it may be, it is electron-rich species. Being electron-rich species, this nucleophile has when approaches to this one, it approaches to this positive charge center, means positively charged carbonyl carbon. Obviously, when it faces more repulsion, the ability to attack this nucleophile upon carbonyl carbon decreases. When it faces more repulsion, its ability to attack upon carbonyl carbon decreases. Let us see, in case of formaldehyde, here two hydrogens are there. Hydrogen, both hydrogen atoms are not that much electron releasing or electron repelling or electron withdrawing, not like that. And they do not cause much crowding, means steric hindrance, we can say. Repulsion between bulky groups, what we call steric hindrance. Here steric hindrance is less. That's why nucleophile can freely attack upon carbonyl carbon in case of formaldehyde. But in case of acetaldehyde, if you observe, here because of one alkyl group, as we discussed that alkyl groups are plus sign means electron releasing groups. Electron releasing groups means that groups are basically electron rich. So when electron rich group is there and one more electron rich species, nothing but a nucleophile has to approach this carbonyl carbon, its ability obviously decreased because of already one electron releasing group is there, electron rich group is there. Electron releasing group is nothing but electron rich group. So presence of one electron rich group obviously opposes the approaching of one more electron rich group, that means a nucleophile. So compared to formaldehyde, in case of acetaldehyde, the ability to attack the nucleophile upon carbonyl carbon is more, we can say, less we can say, because of more steric hindrance. Compared to formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, less steric hindrance. Compared to formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, more steric hindrance, that's why less reactivity. In case of formaldehyde, no steric hindrance, we have less steric hindrance, we can say. In case of acetaldehyde, one alkyl group is there, that's why compared to formaldehyde, in acetaldehyde, steric hindrance increases. Because of steric hindrance increases, approaching tendency of nucleophile or attacking tendency of nucleophile upon carbonyl carbon decreases. In case of ketone, here two alkyl groups are there. In case of ketone, two alkyl groups are there. Because of presence of two alkyl groups, compared to formaldehyde and acetaldehyde, here steric hindrance is more. That means tendency to attack upon this carbonyl carbon is less. So order of reactivity with respect to steric hindrance, formaldehyde is greater than, acetaldehyde is greater than ketone. And same what we learned earlier with respect to inductive effect, the same thing. More the number of carbon atoms, more the steric hindrance. More the number of carbon atoms, more the steric hindrance. Means compared to acetaldehyde and propanaldehyde, in case of propanaldehyde, two carbon containing alkyl group. Here in this case only one carbon containing alkyl group. Because of here two carbon means more, it causes more steric hindrance. Then we can say acetaldehyde reactivity is more than propanaldehyde because of more steric hindrance in case of propanaldehyde. And compare acetone and dimethyl ketone and diethyl ketone. In case of dimethyl ketone, two methyl groups are there. In case of diethyl ketone, two ethyl groups are there. As you know, compared to methyl, ethyl groups are big groups and which causes more steric hindrance. That's why approaching tendency of nucleophile upon this carbon decreases. And compared to acetaldehyde and trichloroacetaldehyde, here three chlorine atoms big in size, of course. Here inductive effect dominates than steric hindrance. And compare to this one, means aldehyde, chloro, dichloro, trichloro, in all these cases, compared to steric hindrance, electronic factors means inductive effect more dominates because of presence of strong minus I group. Here reactivity we can say increases. And we are not supposed to consider three chlorine atoms are there. The three chlorine atoms are big atoms which causes more steric hindrance. We are not supposed to think like that. Let's compare order of reactivity of aromatic aldehydes and aliphatic aldehydes. In aromatic aldehydes, I used to consider benzaldehyde. In case of benzaldehyde, C double bond OH group is there. And whenever these pi electrons are shifted towards more electronegative oxygen, here you are getting partial positive charge. In order to compensate that positive charge, these pi electrons are shifted towards next carbon, adjacent carbon. Resultant, we are getting CO minus and H. Here positive charge. And further, pi electrons one more time here shifted towards adjacent carbon. Resultant we are getting CO minus H and positive charge. Here you are getting CO minus and H plus. That means here phenyl group is strong electron withdrawing group. Because of electron withdrawing nature, here acetaldehyde reactivity is less. Means benzaldehyde reactivity is less. Now compare to benzaldehyde and acetaldehyde. In case of benzaldehyde, C double bond OH, and in case of acetaldehyde, CH3 C double bond OH. Here plus I, whereas this one is plus M. So because of plus M, strong electron releasing tendency, order of reactivity of benzaldehyde is less than acetaldehyde. Order of reactivity of benzaldehyde is less than acetaldehyde. Now compare to, means aromatic aldehydes are less reactive than aliphatic aldehydes. Now compare aromatic aldehydes and aromatic ketones. So let us consider benzaldehyde and acetophenone. In case of benzaldehyde, here benzene ring plus M it shows. That's why obviously we can say its reactivity is less because of plus M effect of phenyl ring. Whereas in this case acetophenone, not only plus M effect of phenyl ring and plus I effect of methyl. That means here acetophenone reactivity further less compared to benzaldehyde. Meaning aromatic aldehydes are little bit more reactive than aromatic ketones. And if you consider two phenyl groups here, benzophenone, this one is acetophenone and this one is benzophenone and this one is benzaldehyde. In case of order of reactivity of benzaldehyde, little bit more than acetophenone than benzophenone. In case of benzophenone, C double bond O group is involved in the positive charge involved in resonance with both the phenyl rings. That's why order of reactivity further decrease or the positive charge upon carbonyl carbon further suppressed.